Okay, here we have it, the newest side hustle from the Hustle Nation. I'm going to talk to you about this, and then I'm actually going to run some numbers on it. Stay tuned. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, there is a $10,000 house that was on that property. We ended up bulldozing it. It was just too far gone. And so what we're going to end up doing is putting those 40-foot shipping containers and also 20-foot shipping containers on this property and renting those out. This is actually going to be the newest side hustle that we got going. The great thing about this is there's virtually nothing that can go wrong with these storage containers. So what do you think, everybody? We're going to sit there, those two storage containers. We got one of them rented already, and so, you know, it's turning a little bit of cash flow coming in and everything like that. So, you know, that's a good thing. You stack them up in there, get some 20-footers in there and whatnot. We'll start turning a little bit of cheese and everything like that. It'll be a decent deal. This dirt right here is real soft, so we're going to take all of this dirt, scrape it out. It's going to get moved to that back corner because that's where 3 other containers are going to be at. That tree right there is coming out. This tree right here is going to come out as well. We'll put a couple more containers right there, probably some 20s like that. Also do boat storage, RV storage, and then we'll have this area to where we can drive on it and people's cars aren't going to get bogged down and everything like that. So you know, it'll be a decent endeavor once we get it all set up and everything. You know, it's just a matter of getting the ball rolling. All it is time and money, and I got more of one than I do of the other. You know how that goes. So tell me, what do you think about the new side hustle? I want to hear your opinion on it. One thing about it is you buy a container, you know, there's no telling how long it's going to last. You keep it rented, it'll keep paying you every month. You know, the great thing is no roof to go bad, no toilet to back up, no sink to clog. So you don't get those calls in the middle of the night and all you're doing is opening the mailbox and getting a check. That's what I'm talking about. That's better than NASCAR. Okay, everybody, this is what is really important for people to understand. When having to do with getting a hustle going and building long-term wealth, what's absolutely critical is getting involved with something that you only have to make an investment one time, okay? And what I mean by that is like, you know, if you buy a rental property, you upkeep it. Granted, there's cost with that and everything's got some type of upkeep cost to it. However, you know, you buy a rental property, if you hold on to it for 50 years, it could very likely pay you 50 years worth of rent back, okay? Just the same as buying a storage container. You know, very little to go wrong with one of those, and it keeps on paying you money each month, okay? Now, I'm not saying not to go get a hot dog stand, not to go get open up a restaurant. I'm not saying don't sell stickers on the internet. That's not what I'm saying, okay? The thing that I am saying is that when you have those other hustles, make sure you're putting that money into something. And I'll give you an example is that for every hot dog that you sell, you have to buy another hot dog to be able to get paid again. It's like flipping houses. I know people that have flipped thousands of houses, you know, and if they stop flipping tomorrow, guess what? They're not getting any more paychecks. There is nothing else coming in to pay them, okay? And so the thing is that's absolutely crucial is to continue to have money coming in that's paying you, and especially something that will pay you while you are sleeping. Do you hear what I'm telling you? There is nothing better than sleepy time money, okay? So, you know, the thing about it is that, you know, it's great to, you know, you have a hot dog cart and then we'll say you buy a tow truck like Johnny did. And then you keep on doing, you know, tows and everything. You make more money and whatnot and everything like that, you know, but Johnny's still having to work and Johnny still has to get paid. He has to go and do a tow to make that happen, okay? And so the critical thing is to get into something. It was like when I had the motorcycle parts business, there was nothing finer than waking up in the morning and seeing money in my bank account, especially from somebody that was in like, you know, Dubai or Australia or Japan. And, you know, and I shipped those parts and sent them over there and everything. And the thing was that, you know, I was making money while I was sleeping. Here's a caveat that why I got out of that business is that for every part that I sold, I had to get another part. okay? And the vast majority of what I was selling, they did not make any longer. So it was a constant hustle to find parts in good shape at a cheap enough price that I could make money on them and still be able to ship them to somebody and be competitive. And it was starting to get harder and harder, you know. And I'm not saying I was the first person in the business, but I was kind of in there at the beginning of the craze and everything like that. And then more and more people got involved, and lo and behold, I ended up hating motorcycles, and I hated motorcycle people, and I needed to get back to enjoying those people and riding bikes, and sold the business. And guess what? I love riding, and I like the people again. So we're back to the basics and everything. But keep on thinking about it. It's like when you get a power washer, or I'm sorry, a pressure washer to do houses, you know, there's no telling how many houses you can do before that pressure washer is wore out, okay? And so it's a one-time expense, but you might be able to do 200 houses, as opposed to, you know, if your thing is you know, selling widgets, you got to buy a widget to sell a widget. And then to sell another one, you're going to have to buy another one. So just keep that in mind when you think about your hustle. Have yourself a wonderful day. Keep grinding, be profitable.